Hello, today we're going to learn how to do a listing packet task. Very easy. Obviously, we're moving into ASANA to streamline things. So the first thing you're going to do when you're first logged into ASANA, you're going to go to the left menu bar and you're going to open up a team called Listing Packets. In the Listing Packet team, all of the members that are part of the team, including yourself, will be in here, and you're going to be able to see the Listing Packet template. After you create the template, you will see all of the Listing Packets history at the bottom. And you'll be able to monitor completion of it. So the first thing you're going to do is you're going to click the little three dots and you're going to click on copy this project. This is very important because you do not want to mess with the template. If you mess up the template, if you go in here and click on this task and start adding stuff, you're going to mess up the template, which is going to mess it up for everybody. So it's very important to make sure you click on here and hit copy project. After you click copy project, this window will come up, and what you want to do is you want to put the street address that the listing packet is getting created for. So in this case, I'll use an example, 123 Main Street. This is going to be in Virginia Beach. And who is the listing agent? So for example, we're going to use Frances because she's awesome. So you're going to leave everything else as is. It's not going to matter either way. So you're going to create a new project, and on the left bottom screen you're going to see it being created. So we're just going to wait a couple seconds for it to get created. If for some reason it doesn't get created or it just continues to spin like this, you can always refresh the page, and after it's created it will be at the bottom with the other projects that are here. So we're going to wait another 30 seconds or so because I'm very impatient. And nothing. So if that happens, for all of you impatient people, we're going to go ahead and refresh the page. So it brings us back to the template, and you can see that the little circle has disappeared. So we're going to go scroll down and we're going to find our 123 Main Street. Usually all the new projects will go to the very bottom. So so you want to go ahead and click on this last project that was created. The rest of them are archived. So after they're completed, what the girls are going to do, they're going to make sure that they archive the project. So if you ever need to go back and view the completed task, you can always go back to the archive project. But in this case, we're going to click on the listing packet that you are wanting to task out. So you'll see this one beautiful task that's on the top, and this is our template. So what you're going to do is all you are doing is putting in the listing address here, Main Street or street, it's fine either way. And the reason why you're naming it again, even though you just named the project, is for whatever reason, maybe the person isn't a member over here on this team. If they're not a member at the top, they're not going to see this project because they're only seeing the task. So if for any reason in the future that we outsource any of these listing packets, it's going to be very important that we put the actual listing address in the task, so that way it kind of eliminates all the confusion. So we're going to leave the listing packet as is, and here's our address and our listing agent. Acer or Rocket. So that's the very important thing to do, because we don't want to create the wrong company listing packet for you guys. And so that's really important to disclose. Next is going to be the agent name. Again, I named it up here, but it's, if you don't want to write it, you don't have to write it in multiple places. You can put it here. And then what is the source? Is it an ISA? Is it not an ISA? Is it a personal referral? So you would want to disclose it in this case. So if it is And ISA, you want to put ISA Richard, and then we can figure out, from there where, because in most cases you're not going to know um, where the lead came from because they just sent to you from the ISA, and the ISA would know if they called from Zillow or Trulia. If you do know, that would be nice to let us know, Trulia or a sign call, and we'll go from there. So the more information, the better. Client information, very, very important. Client name, phone number, and email. So you're going to go ahead and type it up here. So Bob Schmo, phone number 1111111, email bobschmo@gmail.com. So pretty easy there. Appointment date. So this is important. This is the actual date of your appointment. So if the appointment, for example, is today is March 30th, and appointment day is say April 15th, for example, 2017. You want to put it right there. Email or printed. For all of the people that are not in our office, sometimes they want an email, or they're coming by here and they want to print it. So you want to just disclose that, what you would prefer. Okay. Which MLS? We need to know what type of data input sheets to give you, and that way we're not trying to collect the information at the very end. So you want to disclose it. So rain is always going to be, because this is our primary MLS, so you're obviously always going to put rain. And this is Atlantic Sotheby's listing, so it's going to go into dash, but we're going to know that. And then if this property is in Virginia Beach, so it's not going to go in another MLS. But if this was a main street in North Carolina, you're going to put rain and North Carolina, and Eastern Shore and Williamsburg, etc. So either way, you would put it all in here. Short sale packet. There's extra paperwork that includes in the short sale packet, so it's important for us to know if it is or not. And in this case, you would put yes or no. So if it's no, then easy day for us, easy day for you. If it's yes, please make sure that you get prior approval, either from Jessica or from Chris, Jessica Scott, that is, because she's our short sale guru. HOA, POA, or condo, name and number for the company. This would be awesome for the ISAs to collect while you're on the phone with the client. Just quickly ask them, by the way, is your house part of an association or a condo? And if they say yes, please ask for the name and the phone number. It's going to save us time in the long run. When it goes under contract, it would be easy for us to give them a call and request a packet from the association. And then if you give us a name, we can put that information on the contract. And then we're not having to search the information later. And also, it would include extra documents in the listing packet as well. So if it's yes, United, I can't remember what's the name of it, United Association, for example. We'll just use it. 7777777. So that would be great. If no, easy day. Here's some. So at the very end, what you're going to do is you want to make sure that what this is describing. Number one, you're going to task this to a receptionist always. Receptionist is our bucket account. It goes in there and then it gets tasked out to the actual person that's going to be doing it. So everything is going to go into the receptionist account. Due date. So this is the disclosure of when to put the due date. So a lot of you guys sometimes create listing appointments that are not due for another month or two, and when you're creating these appointments and setting the due date as today, even though it's about a month out, what happens is we create the packet, we rush it, for you because you asked to create it as soon as possible, and then the appointment doesn't happen. So these listing packets take about 45 minutes to an hour. So it's really important to make sure that the appointment is 100% going to happen. Of course, we can't avoid some instances, but the better communication we get, and the better it will be. So in this case, if the appointment is on April 15th, you're going to task this task for April 12th. So that's in here, we're going to do 3 days prior to appointment. So the shorter it is, the better for us and for you, because then we're not wasting our time creating a listing packet. That's not going to happen. So 3 days is what you want to request that appointment after. So we'll get that popped up, and then we'll get that ready for you. Short-term appointments, a lot of these are happening very last minute on the same day basis. We try to make sure that our systems are streamlined and everything is going through a process. So due dates should be at least 24 hours before an appointment. Of course, if the girls are not, or guys, are not busy and they have, they'll knock that out for you. But you want to at least give them 24 hours to make the packet. Short sales take a little bit longer in North Carolina appointments due to some extra collecting and hunting down information a lot of the time. So this takes a little longer, so it would be awesome if you can create it 2 days before the appointment. That would really help us out. And then the last 2 tasks, what you want to do is to get us the actual information to put on the appointment. So you're going to attach a most current MLS, and how are you going to do that? Scroll up to the top, click the little attach button. You can attach it directly from your computer after you save the PDF, and go ahead and attach it here. After you double click it, it's going to attach right here, and that's how you can see that it's been done. And then after you do that, you want to go ahead and complete this task. And then the next thing that you would need to do is attach a tax record. So the same exact way, you're going to go up here and attach from your computer. You can attach those documents at exactly the same time if you would like. If you have 2, in this case I did it one by one just to show an example, but you can attach multiple documents together. So after you have these 2 and you're going to complete this task, your listing packet is ready to go. So it's assigned to a receptionist, and after they completed, or if they have other questions, they're going to write a comment. Please get real phone number for seller. For example, it's just an example comment, and they can make a comment. Because they've made a comment on the bottom and you have become a follower, since you are the one that has created this task, you're going to see this comment, and you'll get it in your email as well as in your inbox in Asana, and you can go ahead and either open up this task again and go back into the comments, or you can reply directly from your email, and after it's completed, they will complete the task. If anything else changes to this task, all changes are always made in Asana, times and dates, so it's very easy to see if somebody changed the due date, or if they moved the date, or they completed the task and then uncompleted the task. Everything will be in Asana, so it's a really awesome system. If you have any questions, please reach out to myself, Anicia, or to Roxy at any time. Thank you.